And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those duct tapes from times gone by, as we still have some more matches ahead of us. We are jumping in mid-series into this PvP where I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe NightMare is, I believe we are jumping into game number 2, as spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Royal Blood. We have the South Korean Protoss player representing Team Abydos. It is Creator. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the other South Korean Protoss, also representing Team Abydos. It is NightMare. Let's go. So this is game number 2. I have confirmation of that at least. And I believe NightMare is up 1-0. I was asking him what the score was, and he said 1-0. That's all he said. There was no clarification, but he didn't say 0-1. So because he said 1-0, I believe that means that he's saying that he is up in this series. So I hope that is the case. As yeah, with that means that, you know, this could be the final game here. This could be where it all ends for one of these players. This is a lower bracket match. This is an elimination match. The loser is gone from this qualifier. The winner advances on to face the winner of Ragnarok versus TY. Yeah, Ragnarok and TY are still mid-series. They're still in-game. Which is why we did not follow them, or did not jump into their series instead. And for the time being, we do have double gate openers all around, as to be expected on Royal Blood. Both players are respecting each other quite a bit here with these openers, and we'll see where this all does lead us. We'll see what the two units are going to be. I don't really know what happened in game 1, unfortunately. I don't know how aggressive they were. I don't know how things turned out. I do know there was a longer macro game. And here we go. Double Stalkers all around. Double Stalker opener from NightMare as well as Creator. So with this, it's nothing too crazy. They should both be vying for map control, essentially. No one is going for big harassment style with adepts. No one's going for a very safe style with sentries. Just double stalker. Looking to take control of the map. Meanwhile, after those initial 2 stalkers have popped out, we are going into double adept for Creator. We have double sentry for NightMare, so NightMare is going to be a little bit more defensive. Meanwhile, ooh, that is a robo on the way from Creator. I feel like we want to delay the natural base. This could be for fast immortal production. This could be for a 3rd gateway and a warp prism. Oh boy, Creator. He does throw down the Nexus. But again, that faster robo is very suspect. So here we go. The first 2 stalkers of Creator do bypass the army of his opponents. Adepts come across the stalkers, but the army of Creator actually does pull back for a moment. Going to be advancing on forward here. Going to try and dive on top of this natural base. There we go. Immortal production has commenced. And Creator was able to outposition NightMare. He takes down one of those stalkers. He's looking to take down another. And he will. He tries to at least. So we trade 1 stalker for 1 stalker. Solid force field as well, getting a lot of hits in on the stalker of Creator. NightMare going to be losing his sentries. Unfortunately, wasn't able to keep them alive. As he takes down another stalker, and as we quickly take stock here, things kind of turned in favor. They did turn in favor of NightMare. NightMare, he takes down both stalkers and adepts. He loses 1 stalker and 1 sentry. Well worth it for the blue Protoss. Meanwhile, across the map, we have our first immortal done. Prism is on the way. 3rd gateway as well. Creator is looking to be very aggressive with this. Is going to be looking to move out. Is looking to snowball and break the natural. Now with this War Prism, we can't just reinforce across the map. We can also micro. We can juggle our units. We can keep our units alive. We basically have a defensive blink. Not so much offensive. We can't blink forward with this, but we can blink back. As Creator straight up has the production advantage. He has 3 gateways as opposed to the 2 of NightMare. NightMare has a shield battery. He has an overcharge. He has a force field. That is all he has. The boys have to be pulled. The first stalker is going down already. Reinforcements are brought to the front line as well. It looks like we're going to be focusing down the Prism. We deny the Warp In. The Warp In is denied. The Immortal is going down. Creator is losing everything. We're able to back off to the safety of that shield battery as well. Creator, he just crashes into a brick wall. Loses his Warp Prism, loses his Immortal. Is going to get a bit of economic damage done in the main base, and that is the one thing that Creator has going for him, is his worker count. He is far ahead in the workers. NightMare, unfortunately, he has Blink. Sure, he's got some Stalkers, but that is it. He's going to try to flex his army, and I appreciate this. Creator is cutting some corners. He's moving out with his Adepts. He doesn't have a shield battery back at home. No sentries, no force fields. Is 6 Stalkers enough to break the Immortal? I don't think so. Yeah, the Immortal does stand strong. Does force a shield battery. At the same time, the Adepts are arriving. We didn't have anything back at home. Nice hold position micro here on the ramp. It's very cute. But 2, 3 probes go down, 4 probes, 5 probes. Oh my god. Creator at almost double the worker counts. Now, he may not have Blink, but he's working on it. Twilight Council just now thrown down. Immortal production continuing. Creator with this lead is just going to extend it even further by taking this 3rd base. NightMare across the map. He has to come back in some way. He's going to be throwing down a 3rd gateway. He's going for his own Robo. Going to be behind in the base count, still behind in the economy. I was about to say that we could maybe try to... I was going to say something like a Dark Shrine, but he knows that it was a Robo opener. He knows that there's already detection on the map. That won't work. As Creator is pushing in once again with 3 Immortals this time. And he may just have too much DPS. The Overcharge is doing what it can, but it's not going to be enough to out-heal the damage of 3 Immortals. The Voice have to be pulled once again. We do blink on forward. We're going to be able to focus down at least one of said Immortals. Oof. But the army of Creator is still doing so much. He's still busting through. NightMare holds, but look at the supply. Look at how much is left. The workers, they go down in the main. And by the time we clean this up, it is not going to be enough. GG gets called. And Creator takes game number 2. In a pretty dominating fashion. The initial push didn't do too much for Creator, but now that I think about it, he did force the workers off the line. And he did kill a lot of probes, and that may have just been worth it. That may have just been all he needed to really gain a lead there. He just skyrocketed ahead in the worker counts, got his 3rd up and running, just got out of control. GG, well played. And with that, I believe we have an ace match. I believe. I could be wrong on that. Yeah, we have it. Yeah, let's go, Poppy. Let's go. We do have an ace match. We're going all the way to game number 3. I was worried that I misinterpreted what was being said, but no, we're good. We're good. Do have a game 3. And the ace match is going to be taking place on Ancient Cistern. I really wonder about that Robo opener. I wonder if NightMare went DTs in game 1. Like, that would make sense. It would make sense for Creator to open up the way that he did as well. As we're getting... As we're getting into the ace match, into game 3, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have the South Korean Protoss player representing Team Abydos. It is Creator. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponents, another South Korean Protoss, also representing Team Abydos. It is NightMare. Here we go. The final game of this series, the loser is eliminated. The winner moves on to face Ragnarok. You heard me right. We do have an update. Ragnarok did take down TY 2-0, eliminating Taeyang and advancing on into the next round. My condolences to TY. Again, he isn't at the level he once was. He's still recovering. He is still building his way back up, working his way back up, regaining his lost skill from the past. But Ragnarok was able to put a stop to him. And that means we have our next series as well. We have our next series lined up for us. Meanwhile, I believe Spirit versus Lambo is still going on. It's still ongoing, Papi. So, not like this, not like this. As NightMare is setting up a proxy pylon. Let's go. Okay, so pylon is thrown down. Creator is aware. Creator with his probe scout, he sees, hold up, where's your second pylon? I know where mine is. Creator, he has the second pylon back at home. NightMare is out on the map. He's keeping his probe in the area. This is looking like a proxy. This wouldn't be a bad location for a proxy Stargate. It is pretty close. Cybercore is now done. NightMare actually not making use of it, so it looks like it's a fake proxy pylon. NightMare is going for a scout. Creator is a little bit paranoid, is looking for that pylon. He knows it's somewhere on the map, just doesn't know where. So we've got our first probe scouting the northern sections of the map. We have another probe scouting the south. NightMare, I love it. He's able to hide his probe. He's able to avoid those first two units, and he slips into the main base to figure out what his opponent is up to. Oh, as we have a Stargate opener from Creator. Okay. Yeah, the Stargate before the Nexus. NightMare's aware. He goes for a Twilight Council. He should have Stalkers in position in time for that first Oracle. Yeah. NightMare's even trying to be a little bit annoying with this pylon as well. I believe it is going to be shut down. It is going to be cancelled. Oh. Oof. Cancel it in time. And from here, things are going to settle down. The Creator, he didn't find the pylon, but at this point, I'm sure he's aware that he is safe to expand. Moving out across the map, vying for map control, is going to be able to bully NightMare back home. So first Oracle is in production. Oh, and a good start here for Creator as well. He's able to take a bit of a lead in this little skirmish where he doesn't get the Stalker. Not yet, as the armies do dance with each other. Creator being forced back. Again, Stalkers are in position in the main mineral line. Oracle making its way across the map. Bold of NightMare not to throw down a shield battery, by the way. He's getting a shield battery at his natural, but not in his main. Just relying on his own Stalker micro, his own positioning. He is able to force Creator back for now. And Creator didn't overextend. He didn't overcommit. He only goes for a single Oracle. Then he's going straight into a Twilight Council into Blink. So not the biggest commitment for Creator. Sure, the Oracle ideally would like to do some damage. But again, not so much pressure on it. As the Oracle dips in, just goes for the Revelation. Then it dips the hell out of there. Blink is about to finish up, though. NightMare is trying to hunt down that Oracle, but he will not find it. He will not catch the Oracle. Creator throwing down a third gateway. Likewise, so is NightMare. So again, nothing too crazy. We're just setting up on two bases. We should be heading towards a third momentarily. There should be a third on the way, and there we go. NightMare is setting up for his third. Creator should be doing the same. Should be doing the same with his own. As I say that, Creator doesn't quite go for it yet. He does have the minerals for it. And yeah, he is going for that Nexus. I was like keeping my eye on the production. I was like, is he gonna like throw down 2 more gates instead? It's like, no, that's okay. It's all good. We are just gonna be settling things down. Going into a longer game. No other major deviations. No one is going for a fast forge for upgrades. No one is going for fast charge. Just pure blink stalkers all around for both players. The bread and butter of PvP. We do love to see it. As Creator is the first player to throw down his forge, which makes a lot of sense. He is very gateway heavy, typically, in PvP. His army is typically very gateway heavy, I should say. There we go. We have the forges for +1. We have immortal production commencing here for NightMare. That's the other thing that I should have pointed out, is that I don't believe Creator has a robo, which is dangerous. It means that he doesn't have access to detection, no observers, no prism, no immortals. So NightMare is going to have a more robust army overall. I mean, he is going to be able to try to catch up in the workers with a faster third. But yeah, with these immortals, even if he has a stalker deficit, he's going to make up for it, and then some with those immortals. Meanwhile, Creator instead is prioritizing charge, working towards charge shots and blink stalkers. But outside of both players teching, we're being pretty passive, we're being pretty chill. I'm loving the vision as well from Creator. He has pylons at every single entrance to his side of the map, making sure he has eyes on any kind of run by, counterattack, drop. NightMare not so much. NightMare, he's kind of lacking in that aspect. He has very limited map vision or map awareness. He has a hallucination across the map to scout tech, but that is it. He doesn't know where the army is. He doesn't know the angle of attack that Creator's going for. There's one observer in between the bases, but that is it. So NightMare playing a very greedy style. Very risky. He's cutting corners when it comes to map vision, and just relying heavily on his own reactive style, or his own reactions. Best of luck. Best of luck to him. As now we have the robo up and running at the natural, getting into our own immortal production as well. Archons, Temple Archives is done. Temple Archives is delayed for NightMare, so it's going to take him a little bit longer to get into his own Archons, but I'm sure they're going to be on the way nonetheless. And we're just chilling. We are just chilling. We're doing our best European PvP impression. It's a pretty damn good impression, let me tell you. It's no rush 4 bases, no rush 10 minutes, let's go. I can't imagine NightMare is going to be pushing out without his Archons. There you go. Temple Archives has finished. War Prism is on the way for both players, and once the Prism comes out, we can be active on the map. We can reinforce on the front lines. We can micro. We can save our Immortals. We can save our Archons. We have the additional Blink. We are moving out. As we move out, NightMare does have a couple of probes, does have a couple of units in position, does see at least the Stalkers. The Zealots are kept in the back line. But they are spotted by the Observer. NightMare, he knows how committed Creator is. We have a shield battery, we have an overcharge. Creator with some hot hold position micro. Able to hold back, likewise, so is NightMare. Just staring each other down and triggering that shields on the Immortal. Creator backs off. Not happy with the damage that he's done. Not confident in breaking that position either. The choke point is real. And Creator has to back off, lick his wounds, and max out. And here we go. As he backs off, we have the Bay. We have the second robo. We're getting into double Disruptor production. Disruptors are upon us. At least from Creator. NightMare hasn't really... There we go. NightMare likewise going for his own second robo and his own Bay. But this is much later. There's going to be a window. There's going to be a window where Creator has the Disruptors and NightMare doesn't. In general, Creator should have a lead in Disruptor production. And yeah, both players are going to back off, and that's where we're headed. That is where we are headed. Meanwhile, we do have a War Prison diving into the main base, but no, it does get sniped. Stalkers were in position, they were waiting, and these ults, they're not going to find too much damage at the same time. The main Stalker army of Creator is just hunting for some damage, looking for a way in, looking for either probes or pylons. A denial on the 5th. Creator is working on the 5th, by the way. NightMare is not yet. Cells do arrive to deny it. NightMare gonna have to respond. Disruptors on the way. Dark Shrine for NightMare as well. You'd love to see it. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna be chilling until we max out. just chillayin', papi. Just chillayin'. Here we go, the main armies are clashing. Nova goes off, connects and shaves off shields on one of those Archons. Nothing too major, not yet. But the disruptors have been confirmed from NightMare. He knows. Wait, we're going to the mid game. We're going to the late game, but not quite yet. No one has gone into Skytoss yet. Oh, as NightMare throws down a 3rd Robo. Mate, what's better than double disruptor production? Triple disruptor production. We have Shadow Stride on the way as well. Both players went for the Dark Shrines. Both players going for Shadow Stride. Oh my god. Because of course they are. Yo, shout out to Ribs all for subscribing. Over on Twitch. That's a Twitch notification, by the way. Not in Africa, but shout out to Ribs alt. Fala galera. Yo, we are going all the way to the late game. I was joking, but yep, Skytoss is on the way. For those wondering, in PvP, the mid game is dictated by the Disruptor versus Disruptor, and then we just move on. We go to the skies. We avoid the Novas by going into Skytoss. Oh no! Novas go off. One Archon goes down. Good connection here for Creator. But yeah, the Fleet Beacons are on the way. This is to get into... Oh my goodness. A prison has made it into the main base. It does go down. Did we scout? We did not. We did not see the Stargates, but yeah, this Fleet Beacon is for carrier production. Again, Creator is one step ahead. We do have the Stargates on the way for NightMare, but I believe we don't have a Fleet Beacon yet. No, we do not. But NightMare is going to be able to catch a base. Take down this Nexus. Disruptor shots are going to be going up, just zoning away the army. Creator looking for those Disruptors. He is forced to blink. Nexus does go down. NightMare not making carriers yet. I mean, he can't. Yeah, there we go. Fleet Beacon just now is thrown down. Very delayed here for NightMare. Uh-oh. Again, at every turn, it does feel like Creator is that one step ahead. But at least NightMare was able to deny the 6th. At least he was able to get that done. Creator looking for another way in. Fleet Beacon about to finish up. Disruptor's looking a little bit exposed. NightMare, he's trying to hunt him down. Creator now spots the main army. Oh my god. And he sends out 4 Purification Novas. Bit of an overreaction. A lot of Novas are now on cooldown. NightMare just keeping an eye on the rotation of his opponent. His own 6th base on the way. He's going to rotate around. He's going to try and lay siege upon the 4th. Here we go. Here come those Purification Novas. Not quite connecting. Up! Not quite connecting there either, but it looks like a couple of Stalkers will go down, but they're trading here with the Disruptors. NightMare, he's bleeding out a lot, and what's dangerous is that as he loses some of these units, Creator, he's making carriers. He doesn't care. He doesn't even care. As he blinks forward, takes down more disruptors, more Novas connect, and the carriers of Creator have been revealed. Here we go, the Stalkers, they blink on forward, they take down the Immortals. And with these carriers as the backbone to Creator's army, I don't know what NightMare can do. He's trying to get into his own carriers as we speak, but his number is dwarfed by Creator. This Creator has a little momentum right now. Looking at the units tab, we have 6 carriers for Creator, we have 3 for NightMare. As the Novas go off for both players. Good connection for NightMare. Another good connection as well in those Stalkers. Not too bad. At the same time, a massive DT counterattack takes down the mineral line. Oh my god, forces a recall from the carriers. Very nicely done by NightMare. He took down 30 probes. Creator is down to 40 workers. And the DTs, they're not done. They head for the cannon. They head for another base. Creator has no detection. It's with his main army. And another Nexus is going down. NightMare is doing it. As the DTs distract the main army, we have another Stalker hit squad hitting the fresh mining base of Creator. Pylons falling left and right. Oh my god. Bold move by NightMare, just diving on top of that disruptor. The DTs, they stay hidden. But Creator, he sees, he cleans them up. Meanwhile, we have more DTs across the map, taking down more of these bases. Creator is being forced all in. He doesn't have a bank. He doesn't have an economy. He's down to half a mining base. He barely has anything left. Despite having such a lead, oh my god! Despite having such a lead, the Novas, they go up, they connect with those Stalkers, and NightMare, he's not just ahead in economy, he's ahead in the army as well. He's pushing on through. He has an overwhelming army. He blinks under the carriers and takes them down one after the other. And it looks like NightMare has done it. He takes down the carriers. GG gets called, and NightMare advances on into the next round, eliminating Creator. GG. Things were a little bit mellowed out as we worked towards the late game, oh god, once again, my hair is just sort of happy. Once we work towards the late game, once we work towards those, towards a maxed out army with disruptors, Creator was the first to tech up into carriers, and he had a massive lead, he had a massive advantage. He had a higher base count as well, but the DTs, the mass DT counterattack, that one NightMare the game, took down base after base, mineral line after mineral line, forced Creator out of position. That created an opening for NightMare Stalkers to just dive on in and get even more damage done, snipe even more units, and snowball into a victory. GG, very well played. And congratulations to NightMare. My condolences to Creator, as he has been eliminated from the tournament. And we have some updates. We have some updates to go over. Let us catch up.